Are y'all still going through this, man? What do you think the problem is?
I don't...
Martell.
She don't want nobody seeing that she's actually working with me in terms of effective co-parenting. She don't want nobody to see that. She don't want nobody to see that she's being nice or cool with me. It gotta be. What else could it be? One thing about I'm trying to stay peaceful. No, because I don't mess up your peace. I don't say anything wrong. I don't do anything wrong. It's all about the kids. She can call my phone and talk to the kids whenever, and I don't have a number to call my kids when they're with her. I just want her to do right.
Don't leave, because what I'm going to reveal is absolutely insane. I can assure you that things will only get more bizarre. This legal dispute between Melody Sherry and Martell Holt is no longer just a legal one. It's personal, emotional, messy, and full of unexpected turns. If you think you know the story, think again, and I urge you to watch this entire video because what you're about to hear could permanently alter your opinion of Melody and Martell. Pick up a snack.
Time for surgery. I'm a bit nervous, but one thing with Melody, no matter what we go through, she always got my back, so she's here with me.
I'll be fine as long as you're gonna be here afterwards to take care of me.
I'm here for you during this process because this is a major process. You're about to have surgery.
That's right.
But I don't want you to think that means we're good, because we're not good.
The truth behind this legal battle is far more complex than anyone initially believed. So settle in and let's get started. Many people believe that Melody and Martell's drama ended with their divorce, but the current situation shows that some things continue even after the cameras stop rolling. Don't be fooled. This isn't just about custody. The courtroom is where this new chapter in their story is being written. This is about control, betrayal, and a battle for public opinion. According to the most recent information, Melody and Martell are both giving it their all and are not backing down. Not in the manner that fans anticipated, they are both fighting to preserve what is most important to them. For those who have been watching Love and Marriage, let's take a moment to reflect. We've watched the highs and lows between these two for years, Huntsville. Everyone admired Melody and Martell as a power couple at first, building an empire together and being successful and attractive. However, as their marriage began to falter, Martell's long-term affair came to light, shattering everything.
It seemed like we cheated them out of a lot, just by not having that alliance being right there together, you know? I think about that often.
It's gonna make you a little emotional when you see them come down the aisle and all the love that you see 30 years in.
You're right, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. You're right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Melody and I not having any interaction, not even speaking, that always bothers me. When we got married, I never would have thought that we would be in this space, at a place like this, vows being renewed. If anything, I would have thought that would have been us.
The stain left by that betrayal, which was public as well as personal, has never truly gone away. Melody made an effort to keep everything together, but ultimately she had no choice but to leave. Since then, there has been a mix of co-parenting conflicts, healing, hardship, and now legal battles.
My children's mom trying to get full custody for me. I'm like, why? Like, I was taking my kids to school, yesterday. I was taking them to school yesterday. It was about 7:15, 7:20. And I was just thinking, like, look at all the stuff that I've done, and it's only 7:20. And look at all that I'm going to do for the rest of the day, being a great father. But somebody want to say that you're your children.
The fan base is currently in shock over the most recent development in their legal drama. What started as a custody dispute has escalated into a full-fledged conflict, complete with emotional outbursts, covert witnesses, and revenge plots. The latest court filings claim that Melody and Martell are accusing one another of deceit, manipulation, and using their kids as leverage. You're correct. Parenting time is no longer the only factor in this case. It's about gaining the upper hand by any means necessary, and just when you believe you know who is right, new information comes to light that causes you to reconsider everything. Melody asserts that despite the divorce, Martell continues to attempt to exert control over her life. She claims that he has been portraying her as unstable and resentful through behind-the-scenes connections and social media interviews. According to reports, her team has compiled voice recordings, emails, and text messages that imply Martell has been stirring things up and spreading unfavorable rumors about her. If even half of this is accurate, it's messy, you know.
Yeah. It's all been dropped. Yes,
She dropped it. The person who filed the motion dropped it. She was forced to drop it. Go look at all them documents.
Melody wants everyone to know that she is not the one sustaining the drama, so she is not only fighting for Custodius to clear her name. Although Martell isn't keeping quiet, she is merely attempting to protect herself and her children. He is actually retaliating more forcefully than before. He claims that it is he who is being pulled through the mud. He says Melody is attempting to control how and when he sees their children and is punishing him with them. He claims that she prevents him from participating in significant choices, significant school functions, and even doctor's appointments. In a startling turn of events, Martell now suggests that Melody's emotional state may be having an impact on the children in ways that the general public is unaware of. He claims that Melody is refusing to let him be a present father.
I'm tired of that. Martell is not a person. Y'all have never seen me hit anybody, but y'all have seen Martell being hit. Martell never children. Never. And never will.
The situation is rapidly intensifying, and now there are more people involved than just attorneys and judges. There is talk of a surprise witness who is prepared to reveal shocking information that could change the outcome of the entire case and who knows Melody and Martell personally. The identity of this witness has not yet been revealed, but insiders claim to have receipts that could undermine someone's credibility in court. If that occurs, the case is over because it involves more than just facts and evidence.
It would be devastating if my family was to collapse. Mariah, she is 100% just like Melody. The sassiness, the way she carries on with the conversation. And I would say Martell, he's just like me. And I don't know if being sneaky is something good to say about your child, but Martell, he is very sneaky. But he's very caring, very loving. And Malia, who we call Boss Baby, she's a mixture of the two.
In both the court of public opinion and the court of law, the first person to present indisputable evidence will probably prevail, but this is the part that no one anticipated. According to people close to both parties, there may be a third party at play, someone working behind the scenes to influence how the media portrays this case as a whole. You're correct. There's a rumor going around that someone from outside the entertainment industry is using this legal case to maintain Smelly and Martell's prominence. What is the purpose of this, you ask? Ratings? Influence? In charge? Although no one is certain, it is unsettling to consider that someone could be profiting from their suffering. Melody has been attempting to regain control over her story in the interim. She's been active on social media, sharing her side of the story without saying too much, posting quotes and doing live streams. She's not letting Martell be the only one sharing his version, though some fans view it as strength and others speculate that it may be a calculated move. She has hinted that additional receipts may be released soon, including screenshots, recordings, or even quotes from close associates of Martell that reveal a different aspect of his true self behind closed doors. Conversely, Martell is publicly using this tactic of sympathy. According to the same people familiar with the case, he has been working behind the scenes to push a version of events that makes Melody appear unfit and him appear the hero. He has done interviews, shared heartfelt posts, and even made it seem like he's just a dad trying to make it work. Not to mention his past, his gaslighting, his affair, and his attempts to convince Melody that she was the one who destroyed their family. Despite his best efforts to improve his image, fans find it difficult to forget those moments, and that's not all. There are now rumors that Martell may be collaborating with a friend or even a former business partner who was close to Melodia in the past to uncover information about her background. The theory is that he might have an advantage in court if he can sufficiently damage her reputation, but that tactic is dangerous. The judge may view him as even worse if it backfires, and the case may become chaotic if it turns out that the witness was driven by jealousy or spite. The case Melody's team is constructing centers on emotional harm. They claim that Martell's actions, infidelity, and remarks in public are attempts to manipulate her and demonstrate that he doesn't care about their kids. They have years' worth of video, interviews, and statements to support their portrayal of a man who cares more about winning than being a good father. It's about the pattern that has existed for years, not just what's happening right now. But let's face it for a moment. The saddest aspect of all of this is that the children are the ones caught in the middle. Regardless of who you believe, their children are watching everything, hearing things, seeing things, and growing up in the shadow of Melody and Martell's feud while they are engaged in this conflict. Children may suffer long-term emotional consequences from public court battles like this, according to experts. When both parents accuse one another of manipulation, it's difficult to imagine what the children are going through behind the scenes. The shocking twist is that Melody and Martell were recently presented with a joint opportunity, according to a person familiar with the matter. The timing seems suspicious, but it's unclear what it is yet. It could be a sit-down interview, a co-parenting book, or a reality show. Why at this time? When their case is at its most explosive, why? Some claim it's a trap, an effort to manipulate the story, and a way to divert attention from the true situation. Some believe it could be a test to see if they can set aside their differences for a greater good, but given their past, that won't be simple. Well, the question now is, what comes next? Will more information surface that fully exposes one of them? Will this case continue to get out of hand and involve more people? Or will the court ultimately rule that one parent has full custody? There is no doubt that this story will continue as long as Melody and Martell are at odds, and the world will continue to watch. This one is heavy, so I would appreciate it if you could leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that Martell is attempting to turn his life around and meriting a second chance? Or do you believe that Melody is acting morally by standing up for her children? Who do you think is real? What action do you believe the judge ought to take? Most significantly, do you believe that someone is actually working behind the scenes to advance all of this for financial gain? Keep watching, because the next chapter in this courtroom drama may be the most shocking one yet. If you made it this far, don't forget to like this video, because what we just broke down affects real people and goes beyond reality TV and real life.